everybody. So I just wanted to come on here to wish you all an amazing Sunday, but I also wanted to let you know that I just finished recording a spiritual talk, and today's theme was all about what is romantic love and a higher spiritual love, because love is in the air. I feel it, and I'm so excited to record tomorrow's love show because I really feel this communication and the sacred union coming soon. And we need to know from day one how to embody this selfless love. And this says a lot about in the Bible. Check out Corinthians 13. It's a really great one. And I might do a Bible study right now as well, but there's a whole bunch of Bible study classes already on my website. So if you become a member of my website, remember it's only $11 a month, and you get access to everything. You get access to my School of Light, which has the Spiritual Book Club, all the Mindset Talk shows, Cosmic Consciousness, Evolutionary Psychology, the Science of Psyche, a lot of Einstein's teachings in there. So I get very scientific and quantum physics even. And you also have access to the Tantric Talks, which is Osho's teachings on what is love. And in these spiritual talks, not all of them have been posted on YouTube, so you want to check out all the other ones. And lately, I've been bringing up Eckhart Tolle a lot, his actual recording, so that's very, very helpful. And you also get access to my High Vibes Only Club. And in my High Vibes Only Club, there you're going to get access to your daily morning messages. So make sure that you check out today's message, because today's message is powerful. And it's all about feeling this love and peace, and staying in this joy, and feeling the love around you, because it's all around you, okay? Seeing the blessings everywhere. And you also get your weekly intuitive guidance. So I give you what I feel is the energy for the week according to the astrology, but I also have a separate video where I get deep into the astrology. So it's the weekly astrology video. And then I also give you a monthly astrological forecast for every month, very broken down in detail with the charts and everything. And I even write a special report, which is available on my blog section. And I also have motivational speeches every week at the beginning to help you to navigate the energies in whatever way we're struggling that week. I give you tips and guidance as to how to cope with that, right? So I find it very helpful. It helps me as well. So really give it a chance. You have a 7-day free trial. So if you don't like it, or if it doesn't resonate with you, then it's okay. Perhaps just not for you. So you can always opt out of it anytime that you like. But I really believe that if you're a light worker out there listening to this and you come across my page, it's because you're meant to be listening to these messages that I have to say to you. Because remember, the divine speaks through me. And ever since I started this mission, it has been very enlightening and healing for me, because I see how powerful the divine is and how this higher intelligence that comes through, no way could I have come up with that, right? It's all divinely channeled. Like, I don't even practice when I speak, you see. I speak directly. I don't do redo videos. I don't re-edit and re-record those videos. That's not how I do it, because imagine, that would take me all day, right? I just record straight away, upload the video, and that's the message, right? And sometimes I don't even rewatch it until like a week later. And I'm like, wow, that was perfectly what I needed to hear right now. So just to show you that all of the videos that I do are recorded live. And if I'm not live streamed, they're still recorded as it is, and they're not touched basically. So yeah, I really, suggest you look into that. And yeah, this Sunday, I feel really good. And I have family coming over soon. So I'm excited to share that love, because I know that a lot of you, out there are either alone if you don't have family. And if you have family within you, perhaps you're experiencing some tension and some, what is that word? Like conflict, I guess. And perhaps, you really need to tune in with yourself as to what is being projected. Why are you getting triggered? Is this something that needs to be healed within you? And that's where my A New You Soul Coaching program is really beneficial for you. It's over 10 hours of therapeutic videos for the price of one session. So if you can't afford a session with me, and I do have a special promotion running, but if you can't, because I know the circumstances that we're at financially and economically right now, then take a look at that program. And I made it as specific as possible. All of the themes are perfect as to how to get from the old you and move into this new you that we're heading towards, this new world. And only is a new you allowed in there. The old you is not going to be allowed towards that new door. it's going to be rejected basically. So you need to make sure that you're in alignment and that you're truly in line with your spiritual higher self, your higher mission, and being a light worker here to contribute to this higher cosmic mission. And it's truly powerful when we all in this together, because that's how we rise in love, and that's how we raise the vibration of Earth and contribute to future generations, the future of the future, right? And I see, other light workers out there, and I just find it amazing how a lot of the time we're all channeling the same information, and that just gives you evidence that it's real, right? The divine is truly speaking through us collectively, and that's what Carl Jung talks about, right? In psychology, that was his theory, that there is this collective unconscious that we're all tapped into. And that's what I tap into, like when I tap into the collective love show readings, when I speak to you guys, and the themes that I choose for that week is because the collective needs to hear that message for that week. So it's not like I just, invent whatever message I want to talk about. It's what needs to be heard and what needs to be spoken and what needs to be shared. And, lately, last week, which was kind of like a complete 360 turn for me, that I'm like, divine, why are you bringing me back to this? Because if you all don't know the history about me, before I ever got on my mission, I was more into like health coaching and the fitness world and wellness, which is a huge part of my lifestyle and who I am. But my career has always been oriented towards counseling and, counseling and therapy, not even the spiritual aspect to it, because that didn't come until later, like 3 years ago, right? So it's new to me, yet I'm so advanced into it because the divine has like speeded up my spiritual awakening process, and I feel like that's why there's kind of like this hurriness and like rush in this spiritual community. The divine is really rushing us because time is running out, and I'm here now in a leadership position where if I wouldn't have taken that step and that change in my life 3 years ago, I probably would be not in this position and probably be following other people, you understand? So it's not like I would be kind of like me here being the inspiration for you, as I don't know how to explain that, but I've kind of like accumulated all this knowledge that I've been working on for the past decade, and that's where I see where the divine really blended in everything, all my talents and gifts into one big spiritual mission, and bringing this all together into this holistic healing approach, which has always been my dream deep down. Ever since I started my psychology, I always had this vision and mantra that it was about body, mind, and spirit, right? Body, mind, and soul. And you can ask friends that have met me many years ago, and I've even been on like other people's platforms many years ago as I was rewatching those videos that I came across as I searched my name on Google. And it's funny how like I see myself younger, but that spiritual leader wanted to come out of me but wasn't yet ready, right? And now I'm here ready, and I'm just coming to show you that this spiritual journey is real, and this awakening process is real, and that awakening process is the turning point of your life. So where you're being asked right now, are you going to take that leap of faith? Are you going to walk into this new life? Are you going to make that decision that is basically your life depends on it? That your future relies and depends. There, but as I was saying, your life is truly dependent on this, and yeah, like take that leap of faith, okay? blindly as well, because you're not going to know how your future is going to be exactly. You might have a vision, and that's where I speak about, when it comes to setting your intentions, it's not about having expectations with the divine, because the divine at the end of the day has control over our life. We are to surrender to divine will and trust that, the divine has got us. He truly wants us to feel good about our lives. He wants the best of us, and he sees and hears our dreams and what we truly desire deep down. So there's no need to worry, because if something that you wanted doesn't work out, it's usually because there's something better out there for you. Last week's spiritual theme, the spiritual talk for the theme was, there is a better way. And that's where we need to put our trust in, because even though it doesn't seem like it in the physical world, there is a better way. And this better way is coming. And this better way is going to be shocking, okay? It's going to be like, wow, I did not expect that. But this is so much better than I ever even dreamed about. And, this even relates to relationships as well. You might have thought that the previous partners in your life were the love of your life, were your soulmates. And, I've been in that position where I truly thought they were the one. And it's hurtful, and it's, what is that word? It's crushing when you realize the truth, right? Like when you truly actually now sit with yourself and admit it and accept the truth, right? Because at the beginning of the breakup, a lot of people are in denial, right? They're in denial that this is meant to work out, and that perhaps this is just a momentary separation, or perhaps, I did something wrong. And that's not the case at all, especially when it comes to the divine. The divine is here to teach you a lesson. There's lessons that we learn in relationships, and there's soul contracts that need to be sealed, okay, for us to be able to step into this new world. So think of like a huge envelope, a vanilla envelope, and you have several contracts in there, like you would a business contract, right? And obviously the divine, when you're born, is not going to just hand out all the business contracts to you, because that would be overwhelming. And you wouldn't be ready as well for any of those. Like if you're a baby, why would you be ready for like this, college level business contract that you can't even read, right? So as you progress in your life, as you start maturing in your life journey, you start getting handed out these business contracts with the divine that are at your level, at the grade level that you are. And when you're able to graduate, think of like high school and grade school and graduate college, right? When you're able to graduate, it's because you're ready to step out into this real world. But when it comes to the spiritual journey, this real world is the spiritual new world. And when you're graduating, that's when you're going to be able to transcend whatever this reality is and whatever this new world is going to look like. Because I can't tell you, because I've never been there yet. But I do feel like I'm on the way to there, right? Because at the collective level, we're all going to experience it at the same time. The people who are jumping on that train. Think of this metaphor of the movie Harry Potter, right? In the movie Harry Potter, when Harry Potter and his friend Ron and his parents are trying to get to this magical school, Hogwarts, they go to a regular train station that is mugwort, like human, right? And obviously that train is not going to take them to this magical world. Only them going through that brick wall. But you remember at the beginning when Harry Potter wasn't yet believant, it was his first year, he didn't quite pass through the door. He actually crashed with his baggages because he didn't believe, or he didn't know how to open the portal. And then as soon as the mother of Ron taught him how to do it and how to truly believe in it, he gracefully and effortlessly passed through that brick wall. And he entered into this new world that no humans who were asleep had access to. That's the metaphor that we're stepping into. And that gave me a great idea to watch Harry Potter again. But I've watched that marathon like a lot of times, so I don't know about that, because that takes a lot of time, right, to watch that marathon. It's like 10 hours plus. But that's kind of like this portal opening that we're moving into. And that's kind of like how it looks like as well. So I think that's very magical. And I want you guys to like wake up to this and be joyful about it and smile. Like I really feel like we need to be more high vibration. And my health and wellness program is really bringing that into my life, even lifting my spirits and making me more lighthearted. So join me in that, because self-care and self-love really has a lot to do with your vibration. And only high vibrations are allowed in this new world. So yeah, like, I really hope that this talk touched your heart and really resonated with you, and you actually take the time to look at the videos that I've been posting, because it's really for you, for your soul journey, right? And take a look at the one that I also posted last night, which was the 2020 energy guide. It's a compilation. I have a trailer on my website of 2 videos that I recorded. One of them was on New Year's Eve. It was a spiritual talk where I broke it down each month, the energy for that month and what we can expect, and predictions basically. And a lot of them came true from the beginning of the year. So what I decided to do last Saturday that I recorded this, it was like a 3-hour special. And I know that there's 2.5 hours there, but it's because as I was uploading my videos from my camera, one of the videos actually erased, and it was October. So I feel like that's significant. I might do it again in the future, but it's still in the New Year's Eve spiritual talk. So whatever that happened is probably either because the divine didn't want the collective to know about it, or for whatever other reason, right? So it's 2.5 videos there, but you have access to the energy in the New Year's Eve spiritual talk, okay? And they were both like 3 hours long. So you can rent it if you don't want to purchase it for $8.88. So $8.88. I think it's magical manifestation numbers for abundance and infinite potential, or 1111 is all yours forever. So that's the number of spiritual awakening, right? And I love to use numerology in my pricing sometimes because I feel like it has magic in it. So yeah, really take a look at those videos. It's all in my lecture section, and take a look at my other videos that I've been posting ever since we've been in this situation. The first video that I started off was a message from above 2020. It's that one where I'm wearing the gold dress. And that was like a special hour where I really just channeled information, and I kind of brought truth in that video, right? And that's right before I started those cosmic consciousness episodes. So take a look at those videos as well, because there's a lot of truths in those videos. And I even teach you a lot about star seeds, which I did a workshop. And it's funny how I did all of these workshops about ancient wisdom, Lemuria, Atlantis, and star seeds last year in 2019. And I didn't know why the divine was kind of like opening me to learning about these ancient wisdom, because to tell you the truth, before I began this mission on August 2019, I didn't know a lot of these things. I was like new to the spiritual journey. There's a lot of other light workers that are much more advanced, and I was following other light workers, but I wasn't yet at this ancient wisdom level. And I feel like in these past, how many months has it been? Like 8 months, literally 8 months, I've catched up and more. Okay, like I've literally, my whole life revolved around learning about this spiritual world and ancient wisdom. I basically didn't have a life, not even a social life. And now obviously I'm at this point where I'm ready to come out of my cave and share this more with you guys, come more live stream, and I'm in the works for that, okay? And just be more of service with what I've learned, and also spend more time in my own silence again, because I used to spend a lot of time in my own meditation, because that's where I got channeled information. And I've been doing a lot more of that, basically my spiritual practice, my self-care routine. And in that, where I teach you a lot about that in my Health and Wellness program, is where I'm actually able to channel clearly. So it is relevant to your spiritual journey, and it has all to do with your alignment. So take a look at those videos and my lecture section, and I'm gonna link it all below. But I really hope that you have an amazing Sunday, and you really listen to what I have to say in all those videos that I have for you. So become a member. It's only $11 a month, and I promise you that it's over like 100, 200, 300 videos all over accumulated. And I just saw 9/11. So this is about being a light worker. Make sure that you start investing right now. Perhaps my Lightworker University program, all the curriculum is on my website, how the program is going to look like for a whole year. Classes are going to begin in August. I was guided to postpone it to August, so we're going to begin like school time, because it's going to be like a huge university school, and we're going to be doing over like 9 hours of class a week. So it's going to be 3 major large classes a week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, for 3 hours long, and that's going to be 10-week semesters, and it's going to be 4 semesters in total. Now the first 2 semesters are going to be back to back, because I want to finish before the Christmas holiday break. Because even though whatever's happening in the world, I don't want to say anything, but predictions come out in those videos. So take a look if you want to know what to expect, and get ready, basically, mentally and emotionally and physically in your financial world, right? But we're still going to celebrate, and I'm going to celebrate because that's my favorite time of the year, and I love to bring in this holiday vibes into my platform, right? And into my family and my home life. And I'm a big baby when it comes to that, and a child, but it's beautiful because it makes you joyful, right? And so I'm looking forward to that, and then we're going to begin the next 2 semesters after New Year. So I believe it would be January 4th, that Monday, and it's going to be so much fun and so enlightening. So really take a look at all that I do for you guys, and yeah, I'm wishing you all an amazing and beautiful Sunday. Namaste.